Lady Canopus, and going forward now Treacherous on the inside. Just in behind them came Shanrower, followed by Lady Gemma. Hunger Strike on the outside is wide, making ground. Flamber now driving through, will settle down about sixth on the inside, followed by Island Star, Fine Dig, Pray Honey Go. Well back a shout to the top, followed by Thameens Girl, Hindu Dancer.
A little slow to begin was Black Nugget. The first out, Black Bean, Hula Wonder ridden up with Distant Beauty, and also Dacos going forward. Smoke Me's wide, also in that leading bunch. Tarot Star will drop in for a trail midfield around Black Bean. Then Black Nugget, Tampico, and back in last spot is Ultra Red as they get around that first turn at the 1200, and Dacos kick to the lead. A length and a half to Smoke Me second, third Hula Wonder. Distant Beauty is fourth, and then Black Bean fifth on the inside of the favourite Tarot Star. Then Tampico, Black Nugget, and 2 lengths away at the tail of the field is Ultra Red. 900 left to travel, and the leader is Dacos, a length in front of Smoke Me. Hula Wonder third the inside, then Distant Beauty one off the fence fourth. Black Bean fifth on the inside of Tarot Star, the favourite 4 lengths off the lead. Then Tampico, Black Nugget around it, and a length away Ultra Red last. Down the side with 700 left to go in the opening event at Moonee Valley. And Dacos is in front. Smoke Me second. Hula Wonder third. Distant Beauty fourth. And now Tarot Star improving 3 deep. Then Black Bean ridden along from Black Nugget, Tampico. And Ultra Red is last. Dacos put under pressure, nearing the 400. His lead is now narrow. Tackled on the outside by Distant Beauty. Smoke Me flat out, and Tarot Star, the favourite, joining in swiftly. Dacos the inside of Distant Beauty, and Tarot Star about to claim the pair 3 out. They've kicked away from Smoke Me, and then Tampico on the rail. But Tarot Star burst to the lead round the home turn, and he's kicked away from Distant Beauty. Battling on was Dacos, but Tarot Star's a length and a half in front of Dacos and Distant Beauty, and the first favourite will win. Tarot Star first, Dacos second, third home was Distant Beauty, and then Hula Wonder, Tampico, Black Bean struggled, and then Smoke Me, who got tired, Black Nugget, and last over the line would have been Ultra Red.
$1.80, $1.10 for the first favourite Tarot Star. Dacos $4.90, Distant Beauty at $13.40. So one.
Barchi, I don't know what happened. She stayed in the starting gates and has missed it 6 or 7 lengths and is not in touch with the field at the end of 100 metres. Babushka bounded out in front at the start. Away very quickly as Gull Pulse, and showing good early speed, Rippling Mill from a wide gate. Seymour Money and Flying Celebrity getting into handy posies, followed by Harmonise. Southern Lass is back midfield. A long gap then to Golden Trist, and All a Dane flat to the boards, followed by Tristabella, with Prima Barchi now tacking onto the main bunch but giving away an impossible start. 600 out as they near the turn, and Babushka with the inside running as a narrow leader over Rippling Mill. 2.5 away Flying Celebrity. Gull Pulse is flat chat, and so is Harmonise, followed by Southern Lass. Prima Barchi is now in front of about 5 horses as they turn for home. Over the rise, Babushka and Rippling Mill on the outside. They're well clear of Flying Celebrity. A long gap to Gull Pulse. Prima Barchi is continuing to make ground to the 200. Rippling Mill has headed Babushka, but Flying Celebrity's the big danger. 5 lengths away, Prima Barchi, who's run a magnificent race. But Flying Celebrity starting to draw clear in the last bit. They're all pretty tied. Flying Celebrity drawing away, though, is too good and wins over Rippling Mill, and an astonishing run for third by Prima Barchi, followed by Babushka, then All a Dane. Well back Harmonise, Southern Lass, Gull Pulse, Golden Trist, followed by Tristabella, and tailed off is Seymour Money. Very timely phone call. Stand by for just a moment. Hello? Hello?
Steady going to this point, but they're now starting to just grab hold. 3 or 4 lengths away, Lauderdale third is travelling well within itself early. Another length and a quarter back on the inside was Kingston Dream, and then a length and a quarter back the outside next was Daybreak Treat at the 1800 from Vermont, who's settled down quietly. Born Again Zam was back third last, and together at the tail of the field are the mare Katani racing outside of Avachi the inside. Moving on towards the 1600 now, and passing that point, and He's Ideal is the steadier. Leads by about 3/4 to Duck Soup, who wants to go on with it, just working against the rider who stands high in the irons to restrain. 3 lengths further back in the field then Lauderdale, a bit more than the length then to Kingston Dream, a similar margin Daybreak Treat, and Vermont back on the inside a length away. 3/4 away behind them Born Again Zam, 1.5 off Adachi, and a neck away the outside last of all is Katani. Duck Soup wants to go on with it, and he's now firing up He's Ideal at the 1200 metre turn onto the side, and they lead by about 3 to Lauderdale, who's tracked up nicely third, and Daybreak Treat improving around Kingston Kingston Dream. Vavant goes up on the inside of Born Again Zam as they start to bunch up a little, coming down the side at the 1,000. And a couple away, Katani on the outside of Vivace. He's Ideal again, got nearly a full length in front of Duck Soup. 1.5 further back, Lauderdale, and about 2 away then to Daybreak Treat on the side at the 800. Further back, a length and a half off, Vermont is making its run with Born Again Zam. Kingston Dream has called it today. The white flag's gone up. Passing it now, both Katani and Vivace around the home turn at the 600-metre mark. He's Ideal about a length in front of Lauderdale, a length and a half off Daybreak Treat. A tiring Duck Soup is drifting back its side of it. Vermont is still running on under some pressure, followed by Born Again Zam, and Katani making a run from Vivace and Forget Kingston Dream. He's Ideal is still showing plenty of fight in the straight. Kicked away again with its lighter weight 2 lengths in front of now. Lauderdale coming after it but grinding, and so is Daybreak Treat at the 200-metre mark. He's Ideal has run a bold race. Daybreak Treat and Lauderdale are taking time to get there. Lauderdale is now struggling. He's Ideal is still pulling something out of the fire. He's a half in front, but Daybreak Treat is going to wear him down right on the post, and Daybreak Treat has prevailed by about a head on the line. Second was He's Ideal, a length and a half off or thereabouts. Third, Lauderdale. Vermont again ran on. Then came Duck Soup. Born Again Zam. Katani didn't put in a big finish. Further back, Vivace, and the last one in a long way back was Kingston Dream.
Daybreak Treat. Shane Dyes across in Adelaide today to ride. He's got a couple of rides in the bigger races, including Corregidor in the Goodwood Handicap, but he started the day on a winning note with Daybreak Treat, $2.90 and $1.30. He's Ideal, $3.90, and Lauderdale at $1.40. It's 281 on race number 1 at Morphettville. Now, Pakenham race 2. Chasma Chan, $4.90. Diamond King 8, $4.40 for Edelite, and Gangbusters at $4.40. So there's 3 horses there, all between the $4 and $5 mark for the second event, where they are moving into line. Moonee Valley's only 2 minutes away. Tennessee Oak at $3.80 for the hurdle, down to 0, $4.40, $5.90 Maybe Rough, $6.40 for Moon Chase. Then we've got 18 I'm Looking Good, Century's Fox 21, $6.70 Taylor's Bridge, Lord Foster 14, and Flash at $22 for the second, which is due into 231 are Dan Malecki's selections. That's the hurdle over 2 miles, a real long one. 234 Elwick Race 1. Gee, we've got some big news coming through from Randwick regarding the first race. Prima Baci was declared a non-runner. So after the first event, Prima Baci number 1 was declared a non-runner. If you back Prima Baci, you'll get a full refund. It will be treated as a late scratching. Now, who ran fourth is the big question we'll have to endeavour to find out. We'll check that out straight away. But let's go to Pakenham, and here's Brian Markovic.
Almost set for the second. The favourite is Gangbuster. Gangbuster will be the last one in. Comes up now, drawn in 1. They're all set for the second. Host of chances. Ready. Set for a start. Racing. Gangbuster on the inside jumped away quite well. Exports Pride shortly afterwards dropped out to last. And away quickly Check Ruler. Shows speed to lead narrowly from on the outside Barnacle Bill. Gangbuster the inside making ground now, joining the leaders by the 750. A length and a half to Elder Light, followed by Diamond King. Chasma Chan on the outside of Paxa Diamond, followed by Metal Worker. Back to the inside as Flexible Friend. Pincher's Choice is wide, followed by Kickaha. 4 lengths to En Route, followed by Short Arc. And Exports Pride is 8 lengths away last. 500 metres out around the turn. Gangbuster went through now, hit the lead by almost 3/4 on the outside. Check Ruler. Elder Light is third, followed by Barnacle Bill. Then Diamond King around the turn of the 250 from Paxa Diamond, Pincher's Choice, and Chasma Chan Kickaha. Well back on the inside, Flexible Friend. Gangbuster inside the 200 though. Brent White pulls the whip. The 3-year-old now raced over 3 in front of in second placing Elder Light, followed by Diamond King making ground, then Kickaha, but it's all Gangbuster over the final stages. Easy one for Gangbuster. Gangbuster wins by 5. Elder Lights runs second, a length away third, Kickaha making ground, then Diamond King, followed by Check Ruler, Chasma Chan. Well back was Paxa Diamond, Flexible Friend, then Short Arc, Pincher's Choice, Barnacle Bill, Metal Worker, En Route, and tailed off last in Exports Pride.
8, 5 and 9, Gangbuster, 3:32.40.
Down to 0, probably missed it about a length or so. Tennessee Oak not flash away, but it is a long distance race and they've got plenty of time to recover. Moon Chase over the first in front. Takes over from I'm Looking Good, Century's Fox, and Flash out wider with Taylor's Bridge, and the widest runner Maybe Rough over the second hurdle. Then down to 0, Lord Foster, 3 lengths away, Tennessee Oak. Moonchase just fired up a little bit as they round that first bend, and it leads by 2 lengths. He hasn't really settled that well. He's pretty keen to run. Second is Flash, and third, the inside, I'm Looking Good. 2 lengths to Taylor's Bridge running fourth, a length away Century's Fox. Then down to 0 on the inside of Maybe Rough, another length away Lord Foster, and 2.5 lengths away Tennessee Oak. Moonchase in front, and they're about to work along the side of the track on the first circuit. And it leads by about half a length, Moonchase over Flash. 2 lengths to I'm Looking Good. Another 2 lengths to Taylor's Bridge fourth as Flash joins Moonchase as they come down to the jump down the side. And the 2 leaders over it together, 2.5 to I'm Looking Good. Taylor's Bridge fourth, and then Century's Fox. Around it down to 0 and 3 wide Maybe Rough. Then Lord Foster and 2 lengths away Tennessee Oak. Oh, there's one that's crashed, Taylor's Bridge. Taylor's Bridge has crashed there. It's had a harmless tumble. The jockey seemingly okay, and the horse got to its feet. And running up towards the home turn on the first circuit, still with a bit over a lap to go, and the leader is Flash. Second, Moonchase, and third, I'm Looking Good on the inside of Maybe Rough. 2 lengths to down to 0. Then Century's Fox and Tennessee Oak and Lord Foster, and Taylor's Bridge out of the race. It fell over 2, jumps back. Down the straight with a circuit to go. Flash in front, the bolter of the field. And it's 2 lengths clear. Moonchase second, I'm Looking Good third, Maybe Rough fourth, down to 0 fifth, the first 5 in Indian file. Then came Century's Fox from Tennessee Oak, and last is Lord Foster, but only 8 lengths off the lead. Out of the straight, 1,600 left to go. And Flash is the leader. Moonchase is running second, just getting away from the rails. He's proving a bit of a handful to ride here, Moonchase, and he made his own room there, the big horse. I'm Looking Good got pushed out wider, but covers no ground as they go down that straight section. And over the next jump, Maybe Rough was fourth, down to 0, given a crack with a whip. He's fifth, and then came Century's Fox, Tennessee Oak, and Lord Foster. Moonchase pecked at it, but goes up to hit the lead again from Flash at the 1,200. I'm Looking Good 2 lengths away third, 3 to Maybe Rough, 2.5 to down to 0, ridden hard. And then Century's Fox and Lord Foster and Tennessee Oak is last, 6 lengths off them, and now starting its run. Along the back, 1,100 to go. Moonchase a length in front of Flash. I'm Looking Good comes into it third as they get over the next one. In fourth spot, Maybe Rough, 2 lengths to down to 0 as flat as attack, but trying to respond. Tennessee Oak went past it, then Lord Foster and Century's Fox is struggling. Along the side, 700 left to go. And the leader is still Moonchase, about a half to I'm Looking Good. 2 to Maybe Rough sticking on. Tennessee Oak making a race of it. And then Flash on the inside, struggling down to 0, and then Century's Fox and Lord Foster. It's Moonchase and I'm Looking Good together as they come to the last hurdle at the 500. I'm Looking Good hit the lead. I'm Looking Good drew a half length to Moonchase, 3 to Maybe Rough. Tennessee Oak now flat, then Century's Fox, Flash down to 0 and Lord Foster, but it's I'm Looking Good up to the turn. 300 left to go. It led by a length. Maybe Rough is still making ground. Moonchase won't give up. 3 lengths to Tennessee Oak. Into the straight, they've got 200 to go, and it's I'm Looking Good the leader. Moonchase can't go on. Maybe Rough can though. I'm Looking Good tackled by Maybe Rough, who's coming hard now. Maybe Rough after I'm Looking Good. Maybe Rough going to I'm Looking Good in a punishing drive. Maybe Rough will win it. Maybe Rough beat I'm Looking Good. The rider may have even lost his rein going over the post of the second horse. Third, not sure, Tennessee Oak or Moonchase. Then down to 0, Lord Foster, Century's Fox, and Flash at the tail of the field. Number 3, the winner. And that is Maybe Rough, ridden by Brett Scott. And punishing the drive to the line. The second horse, I'm Looking Good, just got collared in the shadow.
And immediately keeping up, dropped out to last. Campfire Slave shows the way, 3/4 of a length on starting. Basics a length away third, and Pride Winner scouting pretty wide as they try to settle themselves into a position. Wider out on the track is Owner's Delight, and then comes Bossy, leg by second last and a couple of lengths to keeping up. They race onto the course proper here at the 1,000 marker, and Pride Win out very wide, races to the lead from Campfire Slave, about 3/4 in it. And to starting the inside, some 2 lengths to Owner's Delight, 1 3/4 Bossy, 3/4 on her inside is Basics, a length keeping up and 1.5 to leg by. 800 metres to go, no change in the order. Pride Win making play, 3/4 to a half length starting on its inside. Campfire Slave is galloping third, then comes the favourite Basics, who's racing over on the fence. At the head of the rest, travelling up to approach the corner, Bossy. Owner's Delight 3 and 4 wide, about 4 lengths to keeping up and 2 lengths to leg by as they start the swing around the corner, and Pride Pride Wind drop back very sharply and starting left in front now and opens up by 3 lengths on Campfire Slave. A length the Basics, 2 to Bossy and 1 Owner's Delight, and then keeping up 250 metres to travel. And the leader starting a length and a half, Campfire Slave. Bossy starting to warm to the task and finishing on doggedly. Basics would need to get a spurt on, but Bossy grabbed them in the twinkling of an eye. 100 to go and Bossy put a length on Campfire Slave. Basics starting is going up and down on the one spot. Bossy in front getting tired. Basics coming home quickly. Won't get Bossy, and Bossy wins narrowly but nicely. From Basics, third posse Campfire Slave, and then starting, keeping up. They're coming in at long intervals. About 4 or 5 then to Owner's Delight, 6 leg by 2 Pride Win.
Well, Lesbridge missed.
He's missed it slightly again, Amber Gaze, and not as badly as Oxford Bound, but they're both at the tail in the blue and goldish colours. And Kun Prani came out pinging, went to a length advantage over Regency with replacement rider Shane Dye aboard. Over on the outside, Flighty Gem is nicely positioned, followed by Dream Life, and Cubicle is going after them. And back on the inside, Green Line Boots, 2 to Amber Gaze and a half the outside Oxford Bound. Regencia drives through on the inside of Kun Prani and pinches a half-length advantage inside the 600. They're out 3 in front of Cubicle, running on fairly with Flighty Gem around. Dream Life drifting back. Green Line on the inside. Green Line Boots followed by Amber Gaze, who's run into a traffic jam at Oxford Bound. Homeward Bound Regencia travels well for Shane Dye. By 2 to Kun Prani. 2 away Cubicle starting to make some headway. Further out Dream Life. Amber Gaze is also running on very doggedly, but Regencia's got a nice break at the 100. Still a length and a half in front of Cubicle, and down the outside Amber Gaze is putting in a powerhouse burst. Here she comes, and she's got him. Oh, big win that. She's come from second last out of the stalls to win Amber Gaze. Cubicle second, Regencia third. Kun Prani was there with Green Line Boots and Dream Life and Flighty Gem, and last in was the lightly raced Oxford Bound. How was that for a win?
Spirit the outside having a crack at Seapole Girl. Draws ahead in front. They're about 3 clear. Pulsive around the turn at the 350. 4 lengths away Electric Flea. 5 away Our Girl Amy well back, followed by Gold Iris My Little Trooper. Then All Lords, followed by Our Erin Mercy's Son. Well back on the outside Centenary Season. At the top of the straight, 220 out. And this leader Seapole Girl now found something. She raced over 4 in front of Pulsive on the inside. Seal Spirit can't go on. Electric Flea making ground down the outside. But how far for Seapole Girl? Hands and Heels, Bredrawilla over the final stages, and Seapole Girl wins by 7. Electric Flea has got up and run second, a length away third, Our Girl Amy, then Pulsive My Little Trooper, followed by Mercy Son, All Lords and Gold Iris, then Our Erin, followed by Just
Races. Let's go to Dan Malecki at Moonee Valley.
All set, Matthew, for the third of the day, and they're racing now. Way well was Gypsy Dale, the outsider. La Molokai jumped pretty quickly and scooting through. Lost Classique out wider with Look for Venus. Lady Cable just behind them from Gladden, Akarana, and Fire Lake is last. La Molokai the leader from Gypsy Dale after going 200 metres. Look for Venus is 3 deep and Lady Cable 4th. Lost Classique 5th. Then Akarana, Gladden, 2 lengths to Fire Lake. Down the side of the 600. And La Molokai is a half a length in front of Gypsy Dale. Lady Capel's over on the inside. Look for Venus travelling wide. Then Lost Classique, Akarana, Gladden. And last is Fire Lake, 4 lengths from the leader. But La Molokai going okay, rounding the turn at the 400. Its leader's a half a length. 2 Gypsy Dale, Look for Venus, wide out Lost Classique. And then Lady Capel waiting for the run, Akarana and Fire Lake. La Molokai on the turn led. Look for Venus running a race. And likewise Lost Classique and then Fire Lake. It's Look for Venus hitting the lead. La Molokai found nothing. Lost Classique after Look for Venus, and then Lady Capel. Lost Classique hit the lead and starts to draw clear. Lady Capel dives late. Oh, it made a dive all right. Lost Classique from Lady Capel maybe, but the inside horse put in the big dive near the post.